yale how de enipa otimi so ano de eye Dr. Ba eye Ba Herbal Hospital echamfo ba dodo nyina bu edin nyare wa nyina bedwane no ye na wo so do yade ebedan ene anwumre yi ye de enchia kese ebe free Dr. Ba aso ye e de ama yahwefo ene ye tiefo nyina ene nso ye da fofra obo ade nyankopon waye ama me no mienu ya sorry ye kwa akoda but the nipa bebre ebre ewo yade mu nipa bebre dadwene no mo nyina ye yade a eda wo mo so papa ma me nua ba wutie me ene anwumre yi de ya na me pesa wote ase ne se nyankopɔ bo nipa dasani ba wiase ne eye den ye nipa dasani bia no yade ebeka okakra efise wudidi a wonom no ubetimi ayare enu nti na nyankopɔ nso de Dr. Ban abase obi a ohawo yade amane eda ne so a obre otete a ni sika nyina ehye esan yade nti no wode wani kire Dr. Ban ye yaso ye ho na wo ba nyankopɔ adaroma ahaban a oka ne twero no mu no ni nyina bedi Dr. Ban ho ayedi tu yade ase apam yade afiri ni paduanum ama de yade atete no yade ni firi ni paduam ne koma ne hoto no enti na anwumre ame no watrase mesra utie ne ye enyu tv ni mfiri a hwe ne tie ne bia na yade da so a wodi akina no muro no na ne be ye o last a wodi be pie akina Monday wo Dr. Ban ho ama yade no afiri ni paduanum ama ohu atowo da bia me ka che se ade ehia pa emre ya mu eye Dr. Ban yen number yedidi dwuma so me ye number hu hia na wo fa ebeboa wa ma yade eda wo so no eyiwa firi ho ama wo so hu ato number yedidi dwuma no eye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and it was 0244 08 3482 0244 08 3482 so ene gu wa wo TV no ene gu screen so no so ubetimi afa na watro na wode ato ho na waba Dr. Ban na ye no udi nkomo isa wo hwe ba bia yetie edi dwuma esa yade yi yade free ni paduani mu a ene na wode wani kire atonso ago Aban hospital kese na si atonso ago no na chi ana Dr. Ban yenso ya bia hospital wo ho a ye hwe ni padua no o yade afiri wo so afa wode wani kire enkrampatam nso a ye obi o Spenters Road 18 Junction ehonso ubehu Dr. Ban hospital kase ewo honso a ehonso yetu yade no ase afiri nipaduanum ena anwumre me no tena sese ya yade yesi de nipa bebre nim yen a omudi hu yen a yede age abodin abasobode ama nipa bebre enne yade ananka omu free se womde akopia brochima mu nyina no anko no enne Dr. Ban tu ase no eye wudompe ene wo kase ye kaso obi dompe ne kasa amesra wo dompe ne kasa no eno ene kuta nipadua no da bia me ka kire wo enti se wanye no maye na ma ohaw ne amane eba wo kasa na wo dompe ho a ebetumi afa no ma bebere abrew enti na me no wo kasa nipa bebere ayamfomso amene omo anya haw ewo omo achi ekasa mu achi kasa no wo betumi anya nkwanhia anya yade ewo achi kasa nim ana obi ono ane nam ene ne ntenase ebetime de yade aba na chikase nim enti aye no ma mienu enti na krachi bi fira brosa so betehwe ye ni free hospital kase de ni bepie Dr. Ban ono ne de na ye nkwanhia ana na ama na chikase ni nyina bubuo nanso ye de ne ba ye no Dr. Ban de aban ama ne krachi amekan ne ho ato no ama ono so kɔ na bia na wo de na de hawo ne se empa wo da so onye mattress a wo da so onye why you want to pinti bi adam ye wo da se wada no anyane e bia na wo de da so anya wo hwe ba e kɔ nanim no na de yade e bre wachi kase no enti nipa bebre na omo anya yade wo omo achi but omo adi nyina yom se e bia obi na ato omo adu ana obi na eye omo but na ye wo Abrabo mu de wo ye ana ama na basa enti mesrew e bia na wo da mattress bi so amfon aye tratra e bia memkom wo da wa na wuti wosoro na na wo fom esa wachi kase no enya jirabia papa enti ede haw ebam obi nso ote adwumam da bia wo sore no ote akonwa ni mu a no oto ni ti kwa akire no osene na sei na ni mu no ehyem saa eno nso mo ani padua no wachi kase no ebem anya haw ewo wachi kase enti nne enoma we nyina keken e wo so ohye ne so na atie ne ye ena me no ka se obi fra adwuma aba ebia wada ho ese ne yere ana ne kunu ana ne ma entietia na chi mesrew achi kasa na ye kan ho asem e ye spinal cord no e won kura beta bebre e wo nipaduanim mesi da biam ka cho se e fa be pie wutirim e fa kopie woto ase ene na mo nipaduamu ba bia e doso enti ba kokura ka e won sunsuanso e de bebre nipadua no enti ya no ahye ne so se wo na basabasa se wo matres nya opa fantoma se fom nada eno beboa nipadua no se wo ba na wo nipadua mu tutu na se wo beda wo se wo mantietia wo jai na fo ani kire Dr. Ba ho eno beboa nipadua no obi a otena konwa mu a ontena mu ye na onde waje ne kwa da kire na chese ne patua na no na je se woje mframa wo se wachi kase no na we nyina Dr. Ba se yanka ncho se wa anti we nyina ntem na wa yemfomso amenne wachi kase no yade abamu a eno na ya ne yenso ye ho aba mfaso ama se wunti ne yakofa aban abegu ye ho se yade sa yade no enti na me ne wo kase se bia wachi kase ntokura bedam ebi arere obi di amanimu akwa ebi obi di amane fa achia obi di wonam kura wontimi nante obi di enso oda wona ni nyina ye yade abo wachi kase nim fiso obi na chikase be ne ya ena anadwe ameka ekokote so a enwuma obeto ane se urade na adan me nkwa mba wiase be edan ena ede na nani nka wusuda na chibramu ne na chikase ne betutu na ye ne ya eno kyerese wanya haw awo chikase mu nanso ani daso aba se obi o haw ewo na chibramu na chikase mu bia no Dr. Ba ko asesi a waba Ghana ha a ye nyina ebo ni din edi na chi a ye unim yade ne dwumadi a wodie no aye Dr. Ba me se oba na se wo haw awo chikase mu a eye spinal cord no mu a ye de aban ebetoto so ama yade bi ewo mu no afiri nipaduanum ama won so wanya afa ahodie enti wei a doctor for panimfo no kra no obi pra ye nya akwanhia no omo transfer no de ne ba Dr. Ba ho wo de ne de ye yade bi no aya ama na ba eno de ye ketewa bi ye besa o yade ama wo fa achi a wo mu akon ani nyina no watimi atene wo mu ama nipadua no agina ena nwumre na me no kasa ne ye bo ukotodwe so da bia ka cho se normal yetimi ye ne ye ka ho asem e kire wo na yidei de nipa visa obi o a watue sika twa plane ticket e de kwa ma no ne se kokko ne kasa emu ni kotodwe enso na me no kasa okoya anyeye akwasibro ni akofa dade na de ahye ne kotodwem na nipa wanya 70 years akofa dade ahye onipadua mu a wo ba da nya anije wa asasi so eno na Dr. Ba say ena nwura me no kasa e bia na o ha e wo kotodwem ukotodwe ne ya o ya etwitwi kasa ni twitwi wo ya na eye dede eya gogro obi di ama ne na ya chia wa ye bolege obi di ama na ya ananta akan bo ho a Dr. Ba say we nyina yinti na wode ahaban abasebra ne mu aduro ni benum ne mfa bi nto kasa ne so ma afa ukotodwe na ya o ya che a wodi akini kromu anyina no mro bia no wo be pie Dr. Ba ho a enya agudie ye behwe ama kotodwemu yade na afiri wo so fisi enim nipa a omo ba ho na omo akinchiri baabi bebre na nso ne omo de aseda ema Dr. Ba na mtrafie anya wadwe se yade we die da be na be kono ma num nu anum maame ena ye da me ka che o se enya aduro bi e be ko yem no ena esa o yade de be ko yem na be sa yade ye yade na aduro eno na Dr. Ba kuta enti na wo fra US for efra Canada for efra UK for a omu nyina be di adanse a che o se ye je Dr. Ba aduro no ne ye kotodwa ye ya ka aborofo kura person ko ye operation no ena afiri ye so ame yenso ye ho atoye enti wo te Ghana ha na se wo hawo ewo kotodwemu a enne nipa ba ko wo ye kotodwemu yade no eye Dr. Ba da bia me ka cho so wo tra ma kotodwe ye o ya kese a ebe se nipadua no nan no ama nante eho akoye de ama wo enti hye ne nso nafo ani kire Dr. Ba se de be ya kotodwemu ha ne amane no ye betu ase afa obi o ha na dwonku eye ne hibon no ayi enti amane ntimi nante eye ne ya obu asem amekan enna me ne kasai na taso etutu ne nkakrakra de ya na me ka cho nse wote ya obi wo nipadua no mu aya tu ho anamon na nso awutuo no baabi a wo so de ba ye ba hospital efise nipa bebre aya so den amene omo adonko omo hibon na yi ama nante ho aye de amomo nanso enka achi se o hibon no ayi ana arere a wo de ba wadonko no ye de haba beto so ama kasa bi ayi afiri ho no atimi abehiem ama na yeye ama ho atɔ ɛna obi anya nkwanhyia ama ne nan mu dompe kasa ebu a ɛno nso ne yɛka kyerɛ sɛ kasa nyina de ni wura ɛne Dr. Baa enti ntrawo kasa ne dompe nkɔgoro medamase enkodi agoro daache ɛbɛhaw fi sɛ nipa obetumi anante a ɛyɛ odompe na ɔkasa sɛ obetumi atonsa ɛyɛ odompe ɛna ɔkasa enti sɛ ɔde saa kasa we nyina kɔgoro medamase ɛkɔ ne namfikyire ma ne sɛ ya na ɔyɛ nya asɛm enti Dr. Baa sɛ ɛna wɔ no kasa ebia wanya nkwanhyia ma na mu dompe abu wodi akyinkyina enye ye da ɔso ɔsrawo fabra no hwɛ so no nto ase ɛma kasa ntimi ntoa no ntimi ntoa obi wa ne de no yaye anye akyea ne nan no obi nso ya na mu ye ne ya ni nyina ba Dr. Baa wa ye behwɛ ama saa dompe na wanya nkwanhyia ama ɔhawa ba mu no ye yia no ama won so bosome kuranu na afi wo kasa ni nyina no ahode abam ama won so ho atɔ enti ɛka we nyina bomu a obu asasabro na edi nya enti na opagya ne nsa enye obi to ne kwanto otwa ne kwanntwa obi na bati dane dan nyina ye ne ya ni nyina kyerɛ sɛ arthritis ne sasabro no awura nipaduanum enti fabla Dr. Baa na yenhwɛ obi de ya diabetes ade ɛno ba Dr. Baa ye behwɛ obi de ya ulcer yamkuro ɛno nso Dr. Baa etu ase obi de ya kompo ɛyɛ gwaita ɛno nso ba Dr. Baa ye betu ase obi de ɛyɛ fibroid oba besia fibroid ɛha no afifia ma ɛsabe na fukura yɛ kɛse ɛno nso ba Dr. Baa ye behwɛ obi de ya adwenem haw ɛno nso ba Dr. Baa ye beyi dam yade na firi nipadua no so obi de ya twere ɛno nso ba Dr. Baa ye behwɛ ama ho atɔ obi de ya wawo ɛnso ne bantimi nante ni nyina no ka bomu na ba Dr. Baa ye wadaje ewa aduro ewa aban a ye de besa saa yade we nyina ye keken afiri nipadua no so ama wo so ho atɔwo enti wabubugu fie na nante ho ayede ama wa brane anyi ohwire nto baabi na afa ye nsaw yade ma wo nipadua no untimi emfa nante stroke yade edi nkrofo bebrenya mesrew wa stroke yade ɛha wo ɛna wo twe wo na ase ebia wo nsada ho wo ya ho hwe enye mesrew Dr. Baa say adura yade aba haba yade aba no ye di two stroke ase ama nipa ne nsada no wo twe ne na ase no otimi nante kama ema ne yeye enti sa papa bi wo maami bi wonua bi se stroke yade agege ne de na to a wo ye no ho hwe enye ya ene etufo aka cho se kina no pa Dr. Baa na wo ye aduro na wo te ahaba na se no watena se wo kumase atonso ago emfa yade enye akini na so ani nyina na o manyina na obusua mepie Dr. Baa ho na fe yade na nkede wo beto fom yade ani efe ni stroke afe na wuntimi nante ama adwuma nyina ye basa no Dr. Baa boawo ama won so ye yisa no mani nyina afiri nipaduanum mesra oba na opa baabi ada ye wo ward wo ho ye wo baabi e maada ane ye wo ma da bre enti baabi a wo firi baabi a na se mu aye de ama se oba ye na abeda Dr. Baa wo baabi a yesiesia ye gi nipa to ho afa ye wo massage e wo ho ye wo physiotherapy e wo ho ye wo machine de ane ye wo die nipa e de ne nsa eye ye wo mrante ne maba ho e na me no ka se yade sisi yade e na edi unya eno nso ba o me de wo to ne de ahaban ateta sisi na chi 20 minutes pepepe no wasole afa usisi na ye wo ye ni nyina no na afiri nipaduanum na ho ato ye ka we ya ye ka ne se umpe we na apede ayale sasei ana abepie Ghana ayale hwesei ana abepie Ghana entifo ani kira to nso agokyena nopa na Dr. Baa entu yade na se na ho nto je number no ne emfa kasa ni nyina emra wieye ene anwumre yi number ye didi dwuma e wo Dr. Baa so ye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and it was 0244 083482 0244 083482 so we read Dr. Baa ye kumase atonso ago Aba hospital nachi wo do ani kran kan so a ye obi Hospinters Road 18 junction and then you me no wadi nkomawie bo wo yade nyina no bre kran no pa na echamfo ba na atre kumase atonso ago se yade ate wo so edi unya bre wase no ono de ahaba be yi sa yade ni nyina afiri ni paduanum na mu wie na mo kwa ade nipa bebre di free Dr. Baa ho no ena anwumre eye ba anwumre ye de ahwefo ye tiefo nyina ase nyankopon hire obi ohwe na otie ye
eye ba doc ba nyame hire osronko na onya okesie ye de ye how ebebe twiro ye yare a dane kwando adam yare beba abetwiro na wabomode na wasama ye efede ma me hye medwumedi na se bebia wo bia no frɛ Unia say lawyer Ampaw Belande, WONTUMI radio, TV, Facebook, YouTube. Nana Abrabo Nsem, round 1. Mountain Sanfre lawyer Bebu. Mountain Sanfre lawyer Bebu. When you miss call. And the when you miss call, they say, lawyer Bebu in Ghana, Hano. Why you who say the future Attorney General? In as a mama, I'm didn't say, oh, we need power to fear kwa embemu. Ono no Bebu no. Ababe Attorney General. The Pegua started kasa by heart. What do I say? On Mmra, what started politics. What put on political lens. We need law, human what they are man no. Nya wesu nya wo law. What watching it. Na se see the political lens then now why loud on TV3 and Ghana. Kekere bi akpebu. Na o che na dwen. Me wan so wabon. Me na me say wabon. Ene me chere de. De ntia me chere akpebu ade no. Munya Ghana fo no. Mon ka na hu selo Ampaw no. Ye share tele, let's share radio any television selo na akpebu or JSS1 no. That is SS kra. Akpebu no me won any more than 11 years as a lawyer. Oh, they said, "You will be a lawyer." I'm not the book. That's what school. He was in JSS was there too. And he said, "Move from Bubu on whom 2012 election petition producer Bolo Ampaw." When I started analyzing the Supreme Court decision, it here for Moonsham 2012 ton. Not Babu way. It will be real after that. One who the experienced person who is speaking now. Now match the law. Producer.
Registry and numbers available. And as to whether some have been staked in or not, that really is a subject of contention here. Philip Addison, counsel for petitioner, really making a strong case why he thinks that people are is it red herrings, or talking about things that really do not exist. And the other side also is really making a case to suggest that they have not been too clear about what's been going on, and that their first count suggested a certain number, and all of a sudden you're thinking something must have gone amiss, some additions of a sort. So that really led to the halting of the counting for some time, and issues to do with expanding the base as far as what's to be counted really also has featured here. The EC has also supported that, so that it's not just what is in the custody of the registry, but even what the judges have as well. Looks like some issues of trust seem to be coming up here. So let's find out what this whole means legally. And Doctor, we're grateful for your time.
Always a privilege to be here. Greetings to my cherished viewers, and very interesting day. And I think the day has been very, very mad, with a lot of antagonism, a lot of tension. There has been hot exchange of words, and the atmosphere is not good at all. And you realize that the Supreme Court judges started becoming very uncomfortable. And if they have not come out strongly, let us congratulate the presiding judge for strongly coming out to stamp its authority. It would have generated in physical heckling, because you realize that names calling started coming in, because people have started accusing. It's very hurting when people begin to suspect you. When you make your point and you start accusing each other, then strong words will be used. Then people will be suspicious of each other, and all of a sudden the proceedings will be halted. But thank God, Justice Atuguba did well by stamping his authority and cautioning the counsels on both sides, and especially the attitude of the people in the court. We call them the well. Where the judges sit is they call the bench, where the lawyers sit is called the bar, and where the audience or those who sit behind is called the well. They have not contributed much. It looks as if they were in the stadium. They were heckling and making a lot of unnecessary noise in the courtroom. And if you don't take care, you realize that they were ready, both sides, to participate in addressing the judge. But their duty is not to not make any comment whatsoever. They cannot address the court. They are not part of the proceedings. Therefore, it is good that strong warning is sent to them that, as stated by that this is not a stadium. So they were cautioned. In fact, they can walk all of them out of the courtroom.
Okay.
So they are privileged few in the courtroom, and they should comport themselves. So I think so far so good. And this issue of the counting is very, very interesting, and we will continue to have interest in this ahead, because you realize that you have two parties not trusting each other. Everybody is suspicious of everybody's move. So it will get to a stage you don't know who to trust. And I'm telling you, when it comes to that stage, if the judges don't stamp their authority, you will get to a time they will now come one-on-one at the judges. Because now you need to get to a stage when the judge, you are coming in to contribute, you begin to look at your opinion, and they will start attacking you. So this attack and suspicion must stop. We must concentrate on the issues at stake. Let's look at the facts. Let's stick to issues, and let's stop suspicion. Suspicion does not win cases. What wins cases is hardcore evidence, the way you are able to present your case, tight case enough, and then they will be able to also to conduct yourself. So I think so far so good. The judges who have gone on recess, definitely as usual, they are going to meet, they are going to judge, they are going to crack their brains. Another day they will see whether there can be consensus as to whether the directions that the new order should take, or they should maintain their old order. And then if there is any disagreement among them, they will vote as to how the future conduct of the counting will take place.
So now, as the respondents who are making that application, they want an expanded base. I think that the issue...
ATF4 and ATF4, that's lawyer Maurice Ampaw. That is lawyer Maurice Ampaw in 2012. What did I say? 2012. 12 years ago. It's no, you move no, you have been. What did I say? 12 years ago, no. Look at my personality. What did I say? You program it here, and this is a tip of four. You train a yeka. When it comes to legality, so when I was 2012, me election petition, no, nakbebu ewo class 6, JSS 1. Akwala ketek bubu. What did I say? It ye me analyzing Supreme Court election petition for 8 months at every 3 no. Nakbebu no were small. And nakbebu etiona winya no. And kakrebia na ya friend no. And kwebu, what is this? What is that? Me wano onkahu. You can't law onkahu. Now, the reason why me bought me video 2012. The person gonna full kai me. Say na Ampaw share say nye ne. And then so no ma being and then 12 years ago. She me na me te wono. Me te me share yombo. What do I say? And I mean ni na kwebu. And since Mmra or call for or see Godfred Odami has to go. Kulendi has to go. Pebu calls for dismissal of Attorney General, Supreme Court judge for involvement in ambulance trial. And Pebu started a rant. It says Adentia, Godfred Odami, any Yeli Kulendi, Supreme Court judges no, ya bomu din, ewo ambulance trial, koso, ewo High Court, judge eteso, na ya tender video recording, ya sa tender WhatsApp chats between Godfred and Jakpa. Jakpa conversation with Godfred has been tendered in evidence. Judge, assume jurisdiction. Na wama hukwai, Emma Godfred and Attorney General Department, led by Madam Yvonne, were being DPP were being Yvonne Obosa were being rough. Ono air to but ano na what try to discredit or to expose him, say the recording was not done properly and now there's no truth in the recording. No. This case is sub judice. You guys, it's sub judice. Case, judge, agi evidence atum. Now you interrogating evidence no work court. Now WhatsApp no work court. Now pebu a oyo lay near ye training no. Atitivitre say Attorney General should not be given a fair hearing. And a two, judge no so krana. You ain't born the dean. You ain't telling Nsem. You ain't inviting in the court no. They should go. Like babu, you are a trained lawyer. When a matter is in court, a judge no is looking at the tape. The judge is also looking at the WhatsApp chat while admitting them into evidence because of the relevance. Therefore, so Courtroom per se or share the property value. Either value or the better so. What will those WhatsApp chats, any audio recording, no? The value and whether it is capable of affecting or influencing, leading to say either the accused person can to anybody that's going to throw doubt in his defense and now a best strengthen prosecution case in proving his case beyond reasonable doubt. No? Then so-called young lawyer, our loud Wagana, Abrabo Mubino, 2012, yeah, let's petition the whole world. No, what's JSS? No, this guy is calling Godfrey Odami. I the senior. Godfrey is crying the senior. Oh, I said Godfrey is senior. Godfrey was called to the bar in 2003. Ampaw, I was called to the bar 2001. Which I said Godfrey crying the junior. Then you have Bebu, junior, is calling Godfrey Odami the seasoned Attorney General. Attorney General what being now many cases. Now obidi in Samatono so. Now what recording now? All we caught an opportunity to also be heard on the video. No, now also what tender evidence of WhatsApp chatter, cross examination. Then lawyer Pebu sits on TV3, call the bluff of the judge, telling the judge, say, oh judge, you are crying, case now didn't cry, oh how, because Attorney General any when they say you don't call deny your bobo no, they should go because tape no whether judge did tear you when tear you and say omoko because a good woman must. How can a lawyer talk this way? A trained lawyer, when your colleague has been accused and is given opportunity to be heard, the principle of natural justice and fair trial, and then two, case for quarter, you don't comment, make prejudicial comment to the sense, say, you are tying the hands of the court, say, whatever the judge is interrogating, no, won't conclude, not even in your mind, but publicly, no, you are telling Ghanaians, say, the judge interrogation and the cross-examination, no, will not change anything. What is more contemptuous than the behavior of Bebu? And I call for Bebu to be dragged before the High Court for contempt. Like Bebu, and now you see, you see, the moment Bebu started talking as NDC lawyer, and they started putting on the political lens, he lost the law. He said the law no, I done the NDC law. Now why desperate to become Attorney General? God, Bebu, Attorney General, Attorney General, China. Your government is not coming to power because this behavior as a lawyer, you claim to be one of the best lawyers in this country, and there is a matter pending before the court. Judge is sitting on the matter, a pending matter, where the state is interrogating Jakpa on the video, audio, and the chat. And a lawyer sits yesterday and TV3 and called for the sacking of Godfrey Odami and the Supreme Court Judge Julian Kolindi without hearing. And Oyeno with Akukudruso with pompous, because Anye Biano, Obenya political apologies, political friends say patronage, NDC for name, Mama Mombetanichi, what I say, that's what they stand for. I am saying that your conduct by calling for the resignation of Godfrey Odami, any Yole Kolindi no, clearly shows say, one, you don't respect due process. Number two, you don't respect the principles of natural justice. Number three, you are committing contempt because you have interfered in the matter. Your comment has brought serious prejudices. It has made the Attorney General already guilty before the judge finds him guilty. You have condemned Yole Kolendi, the judge, without a hearing, and implicated him in a matter the court is still looking at the evidence and yet to pronounce. Intimate but my member Chimu, the me patch say, lawyer Pebu, Akotra TV3, say, yeah, my doctor of Odami Enko, and I Yole Kolendi judge, Enko is and say, Omo audio, and no tape. And it was that chap, a copy of court. Into no, court. It's I say, sir, what's up? Any chat, no, any audio, no, I work court, no, to honor, no, judge, no, the oil, no, hand, no. The judge is just wasting the time because he is conclusive. Says, I yanum, you know, the Attorney General, any the, when they say, you look, you know, a good mercy, and they ought to leave. This is highly contemptuous. And it should be brought before the General Legal Council for this misconduct. And I'm wanting to say, onye di because Ghana no, you were lawyers oma bing into onye dede no. Pebu uye dede because we know you can lawyers we know what bon because most of the cases are the court Supreme Court. My new case, it was a chamber case and stop behavior as if undim law will be no please you must be starting now now GSS you must be starting say law Jumana you come to the media. I sat on TV3 for 8 months and gave legal education to the people of Ghana for 8 months without committing contempt of court, because what I did was that I limited myself to the proceedings, and then me explaining without prejudicing the matter in court. And that is an experienced lawyer. The Pebu, shut up and stop discrediting your senior, Godfrey Odami. Godfrey Odami is the evidence is at stake, and that Godfrey Odami is innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. And stop the political jargons and the vampirism. Yeah, you're a vampire. You are always calling for people's head without giving them an opportunity to be heard. In Timokata Pebu say, Ampaw addressing no, na onyai that diabolic no, na law no, on TSC change will be we have seasoned and well competent lawyers in the country. Maybe I did now only opportunity now contra TV3 near my big platform na kasa na ko tutu papa so I could committee contempt. I to due process away and then try to condemn your colleagues. What do I say? You look at the wafene no. Judge loyal colleague the wafene no. As willing colleague be brought before any court of law, as he appear before any inquiry for him to be booted out of the bench. What kind of nonsense is this? And this nonsense must stop. We will stop this nonsense. Some of us will stop you now. Maybe because or it has no credibility. When it comes to law, I will lose credibility, and we will not even accept you as a attorney general. I think that even your party will not win. Into mama appointment no aton sumu, your appointment you will not get it today. You will not get it tomorrow. You are not even competent enough to be the attorney general. You can't match go for the dummy in any area of the law. And your class or no, you saw senior wa bench we winning more cases chen when I our GD chen with maybe bits na enjoy. Now, let's before I introduce my guest, no, let me finish and do justice to my party, the darling party. MPP is winning this elections. So, umpo, in a spiritual realm, no, you're sealing no. Dr. Baumia is the man of the moment, and no, you're endorsing no. But Adibakwa, ye need this is no as a party no. Say hina na humu, any who name no, ye the partner na, obey vice president, obey Magana akuni nim, enaka. Na mamin chere madwen ene BNI4 Bureau of National Investigations or say omakoye some investigations be and the report aba and that report no somebody is leading and then somebody is leading BNI4 mesremo munyai sa report no sa kwasi report no me tunu kwasi report mo from tonche. We have serious security issues pending in this country. Internal contest. That Ben, na vice president, choosing of that becomes a subject matter of investigations. And now post that Ben in our political history, where the president be choosing as a vice no ebedani and na hina na yepe na sem and a sample and a polls. Please excuse me with your bogus polls. We don't care about it. We don't need it now. Mr. Vice President, you know, it's a serious business. There are guiding principles that govern the choice of a vice president. Number one, I mean, educate him. Say, Obi, decide, so obey your president. Onona, or your campaign, echo, convincing delegates. Say, Monto Abamame, now me be a flag bearer. Into all no engaging in politics, lobbying, up and down, and we saw it. Baumia was all over. Nyamia dom o winnie. Now in law and under our constitution, no, president no, o no choose the vice. Vice no, yan fa the dean and the nim and koto ballot box so 2024. Ye koto aba vice president per our constitution no is not on the ballot box. Ni hu nya sa ni po bedi yenim no ona ne din and ne nim eba ballot box so, meaning vice president no the choice no and yet 2 elections yan to aba enyi vice president and a vice president so enye hye enti yen hye potential president candidate no kintin say yen choose. Anti-guiding principles are you choose vice president no, and maybe you na man no. We will allow Baumia to be guided by that principle. Then the kind vice president you know, and yet lobbying, and yet desperation, and yet why desperate, not all lobby. No nama himfo no nama ha no kutukutu na organizing crofo na manfo eye and I say and if you don't and if they don't and please. What? In fact, Vice President Kapo, you will paid you. And say, whoever want you to progress up a Vice President. That's the first principle. Vice President, you don't even dream. Any position now, you have to sit down and think, say, I want to be Vice President. Everybody is aiming to be a president. You wait about dreaming to be a president. By president, there is a choice. And you know, it goes for, number one, people who are not desperate. Or be only desperate. Or to the baby, no dream, no, none own him, no, San Kofuno, Omahuani Atusumu. And from 92, Maurice, I showed the way. You see, Maurice, a tusu, a tusu atamas. Now, Thomas, professor, or Chadio, Atamas say, drain who has some drain it, or Chadia Eti, with when they say Legon, or when they say club, Guinness, and then the kebab, and then the power. Professor Satamna, Guinness Kakan kebab, the notary, or drain ho, or shell law, company law, commercial law, law school, Ghana, University of Ghana, and law faculty. And everyone say School of Administration. Professor Mills, any and that and then say Obey president. His ambition was to be a lecturer and or rise out to be a professor. Until that was Professor Mills. These are until they discover no. They approach no. They are the vice president. The same way. Prof and so by vice president no and easy you want to be omu no munim omu da baby matabi dumu eni na dreamu mumuni eni wa dreamu president mama kra no na onye na dream so be vice president he doesn't know president mama was chilling all over o dey say na because we be any president mama o chill chena unum sa chena unum sa chena president mama no to say or you feeling person on himself no bollywood boy nyame na adoma no bollywood boy wa yebia on himself ne wa pim is only going to be a minister and then after that no God made destroy me the faith so one kolobi he was not desperate for the vice president position but adum bi na dum no and he was tossing so time no now people who were ahead of where for said oh no like for example Machame Dumu and there were people who were capable, but Atamos, it was so no. The same way with Atamos, also President Mama, when President Mama wanted to choose, and Miss Atta to the baby, Bank of Ghana, no, on Penny Wasam, on the year, Mrs. Miss Atta, Matilda, Omopom Wasam, Mamenu down to help, Omojum. But we have a lot of people at that time. Mama would have chosen very, very, very you know, when I say the gurus, people who were known NDC people were there. Joshua Labimu were there all over. Petimus Udrusumu, competent and capable people. But when Emisata was not desperate, nor Jeno, what happened? Emisata was tossing from nowhere. The same way with Ronaldo. Ronaldo coming to choose 208. We have competent and able people. And now we're going to say, who? Alan Chamate, you know, Jacob Islam Temu, name them. I'm going to say, what are you talking about? We have a lot of competent people in MPP, you know, J.H. Mensamu, they were gurus, Nanadomu mates, potential. But what happened? Nanado, Kutusu Baumia, Wale Boya, no nam the baby, Wakobon economics, when they say PhD, Waba, no, what the Nakoshe, the big Bank of Ghana, Edwin, economic policy. Where was Baumia? He was chosen from nowhere. And then they do Baumiaso to choose from nowhere. No, all of a sudden, no, the vice presidency position has become BNI investigations. Who is popular? and who is popular. And I gotta say, the Bible says you to sue president. You talk about who is popular, who the party wants, and then who the party want to, who can pay the president and bring guest power, and then your party the pay. Now we have 5,000 people sample. I can say where will lead? Stop those nonsense. The nonsense must stop. Until one, you have felt desperation and become vice president. Number two, vice president position, no, I am spiritual. Obi biara ube vice president. You must compliment the president spiritually. I am spiritual warfare. This election is a spiritual battle. And it's a global battle. MPP is desperate for power. MPP is desperate to break the eight and to maintain power. NDC is also desperate to change government and to take over. You need to do spiritual selection. And the vice president, spiritually, you say no beer, our spiritual luck, no spiritual blessings and honor of a partner Baumia. Until the person must be spiritually connected to Baumia. Number three, vice president, you better swear, you pobia, Baumia and the vibe, you can say vibe, only open the spirit, only the move, only the incomo, or to mean epe, and your biana, or to mean the vibe. And your biana, or the boom way out there. You can't Lawrence in it of an essay, who can't Lawrence in it of an essay, Papa Yokofa no Bona, Aka. Lawrence Naka, almost spiritually and physically, almost compatible. No, Lawrence a statist of Bo Aka, Asum, Amas, Akafi, Ho, Ebepe, J8 for 4. Refi 1996. You see the thing? So, Minia, you need somebody only president, physically, omuka. Oh, they say, open the price, but will be comfortable with the person. And so you're not downfall, or then vibe. Number three, and so you be a, but me want name in terms of politics. Now, but me want name in terms of India, but me want name in terms of personality. But me spirit, back at so. To be a vice senator who outshine the boss. I saw about a wedding. Now, I made up on an OFA. Vice president, or when you young friend president, no, may fail you. Vice president, only my dear chief, when I say president, no, vice president, oh no, go for a tell the chino, as so chain, wa, until I shut another Nanado to sue Baumia because or send a pay bam or what in their channel. What do I say? And now our vibe channel. Politically don't know or an aquala. So they vibed. That's what happens. And they won't confirm president. I don't know first or you're competent than you. You have troubles. And the choice of president, no, vice president, no, the president must choose Obia. Oh no. Over the need over to my control, no. No, they need no boy amano. And that vice president or come back, president come back or come you send up for I say aka koye ya. Now of also nimche Lawrence she na sumno. We don't know what that. Number 4, the vice president ayebe you know. And so you'll be a ni Nsem bebreu. He doesn't have so much scandal. And you'll be out of the paper about me. Baumia clean. Now Bambia and corrupt no the corruption be better Baumia. And the first one the scandal better Baumia. I saw your scandal free. Obia who be able so the moon over him. What did I say? Somebody who Nsem or your beer or is coming with a clean record. Blameless person. I don't nobody can blame but at least only scandal. You need such a pairing. And then lastly, the person should resonate with the people of Ghana. And your MPP about to Nekotono. Yekoto Ghana about war. And the member of president, party in the home or mining in the home. You choose a vice president who appeal to both the party and the floating voters. Even vice president Accra, NDC4, and the other political parties feeling. These are some of the parameters. But these are some of the parameters. You have political science. Oh, they say, well, they go. In your best way. Oh, they say, you have been with political science. Oh, they say, into no, yeah, chramu, into Mr. Bien for more report, no. I am Kwasia report. Kwasia report, I'm going to yeah, find you Juma. A bomb, when I say, a propaganda. Now, what we say, you know, when you make was Moma Dr. Baumia crime. Na on sorti ne nyame. Na fi nso no. On tra ho na nyame nso de dai. Na on finin unimu enchusu nia. One, spiritually no. On any power, he can win easily. Number two, somebody who is not desperate. Number three, somebody who will respect him as a president. Number four, somebody that Ghanaians any general. Into Mesremo, WONTUMI, because Baumia did the Parababa. Or the Parababa in the Ibisunimu. Into the lobbying must stop. Desperation must stop. Napo Edutum Fremont Paris a Greek minister moi ye bobu dimnia no mumpa bebi park na mumma space na yendwe ye ho na Baumia obetu so obia even among you na enkoje say my desperate na mo lobby bi but rather no we feel na humnyemu spiritually and physically we power because one spiritually no we will be yame ayewo vice president. Two, we need desperate. Three, we will be only vice ever jail. Four, we will be vice ever winima will be respecting as a president. And lastly, no, we will be a party and a Ghana for, including 40 voters, even with your enemy, MPP, NDC. So that is my humble opinion. Me ba segment no me de zampana pania ni uyehu zampana pania o de ase oba ene be tutu ja o de ase there was abeslame wo kuma se ntimi twamo maba producer mama nyom ba ko na ye be hwe anti Baumia they are anti MPP ayomo ya saya no no ayomo yo obi biara ken about joining Baumia to campaign to break the eights and to ensure say MPP betwaso na nyubapa Baumia nyamia so de dino ala so de dino o mani mre mu magana ye nto e no na ken abeka ho a na ebi mutikwa pai from media houses and some politicians and who watch omo kase nya yakofo a they don't like MPP, they don't like Baumia. They are anti-Baumia. I'm number 2 Kennedy. What the hell? Mo kase on social media. Mo kase Kennedy are disappointed mono. Kennedy is more experienced than you. Sabi Kennedy uponya kwala. He's 60 years plus. I started politics. You know what the time is. Kennedy knows what the time is. He's an experienced politician. Odi ase onya akwala and a Ken knows onimdia yema no eyema ne ma eyema ne yerem eyema ne supporters na be yama on my Ghana and MPP into be join Baumia no you people didn't find out from Kennedy Pon odi ase MPP any Dr. Megache Jami Shrao Dr. Megache Belande my second part no on all sponsor into no me jama doc na doc
aba
asifo so for twɛn de asifo so ye ba next week ye be lande the whole asifo so for church is about 10 ye ba gidi muna na apom mudi nsem ye de bramo enti ne doc wa ha na doc aba no ye pe say obehye obe church na ya pamudin ehu hia yen e very important. The doc me jama na ma otiefo ehu de ekọ na esonza
mefa sa akwenya we so abomaba so na adwuma pa mo ye mo on Ghana say o kan Proverbs chapter 29 the verse number 18 na was eni suade hu ni ho a oman ni be bibi basa ena wose di odi mmara so no say nipa ne enhyira no no enipa o ye yalefuo ontimi ndi mmara so obetimi aka kire se wontena adwuma mu ho na 1.6 o'clock by within by 1 o'clock yari enti adwuma yo so ye wontimi nye enti Dr. Magashi asema mpese me ka kye nipa nyina nse me nuanom asofo yi se nipa bi betumi asom Nyankopon yiye no kremu a se nipa na pomodin edikan eno nti na Yesu Kristo ba asase we so no obi o ye yalefuo bi a Yesu be preaching nkwanje asema kye no odikan sa nipa ne yale edi entia nipa bi o ye yalefuo bi an se o preaching nkwanje asem kire na ne yade enti pains no e ma ne nti asem yi enu nti na Dr. Magashi Bible na asem o kan ye no o kan Exodus chapter 30 verse 25 say in habaimane eduro na ye be frafra de ye de be ma wo mo be frafra eduro ne du frafo nyansa so obi na adoma kire Nyankopon de ma no but me de Nyankopon de ma me se me mfa habaimane dubna ensa yade because Yesu Kristo suafo du mienu no Luke oka hono na habandro nkwa no de sayale ye wo yade bi wo ho a menua se wo nhie nipa obema wo yare na anu aduru a anhwa obeka se yale we de na duro ni ho eye ntro because inhunumu no wo bia ne di ode ama na akodu enipa nyina se enyina adwa adwen kora anka oman ni tina kora na ka nye de e wo se ebi dwen so mbeko police ebi dwen so me soja ebi dwen so beto nyom e wo se obi adwene di odwene na momo Nyankopon di a ode ama me Dr. Magashi abeso me so no ene se yade na etini pa so ebi ya hepatitis B ebi ya asthma ebi ya pressure ebi ya cancer ebi ya kidney problem sa yade a ema nipa ye mobono Dr. Magashi Nyankopon de sa nimdie ne inhaban mane dubra ma me se memfa nse yale na me tisi se nkrofo bi kwa kika se HIV na duro no ho hwe kone ko kan Bible no Job chapter 38 the verse number 5 down no was say enti wo de bo asese be man na me misa wo ehe na wo awo kasa asem na wo bra Nyankopon to asase ni fapem no man haban mane dubra wa asase ni mu no se emfifi na nso nipa ya no na entu asem na won enti ade ni se wonnim a when you very careful obi be kasa e ma nipa no be fa na asem awie no na di o hawo ne amane abro enti yade bi o ho a obi o no mo kipu yale na agyan ma ne mfa nemo wona pese yare na ase tu no saafo ne to nsafo se bra Dr. Magashi wo ase kyerene se yade bo nipa wo be di hia nipa bi o ye hia ni bia no se nipa ne heaven ko ebe din because we can Deuteronomy chapter 15 verse 4 Nyankopon se nke ni nkwa se obi ye hia ni de mo obi ye hia ni ne se wo ma yade abeji wo mu nipadua na boso na yade enti wontumi nkonko adwuma wo to ase do nan kokom twetwom wo nante kakra na wabre obi o meti pae obi nso won ma fiber da betra na wodim ana obi o ho adai bi se ka ne esichi yale no aba ni padua no agine mogya na fa enipa bi o yale bi asa nipa no wansa ne ho yale no sa nipa no ne Nyankopon asem enti na Bible ne be kan o kan First Timothy chapter 5 the verse 8 was say obi anhwe ne nipadua no so ni titru we ne partner na o ka ne ho na when nipa boni ni che de onji Kristo ndi enti na se nipa o kipu yale wo body mu a wo ye nipa boni ni every say 1 Corinthians chapter 6 the verse 19 say was munnim se mu nipadua no honam no eye hu nkonkro munya fi Nyankopon chen na asore dan enti se hu nkonkro asore dan na se sebi uwo hunumu onyansa sa asore dan mu ye fia ye prem na se yade aba wo nipadua mu HIV hepatitis B asthma pressure cancer kidney problem ebinu kwa be mawu na se no no so mpa edu etu ase a one kase mu no one kase mu ye ndi kasa o sen enti Dr. Magashi die media sama mpese mekache nipa nyina se nipa bi o ye yalefuo bia ne mmra no ntumi ndi so
ɛna woyɛ yalefo a wobɛba bɛda ne hia ni yɛwɔ yare bebree wɔ no ma bɛtumi na kyinkyin mɛkyin makɔ ha yare ne ɛnkɔ tenase ne bisa ho kɔ abusua ne mu history ebi wɔ no ma tie abusua ne history no yɛwɔ numie bi a ɛdi akyire saa numie na ɛdi mu no Yesu Kristo bɛka kyerɛ asuafoɔ no ɛwɔ Acts chapter 2 verse 40 wɔsɛ wɔn de nsɛm bebree ka ho to wɔn fo edi madanseɛ sɛ mompene ma yɛngye mo fi ɛnɛmba busua kontonkyi nsɛm ɛnti na wo fi abusua bi mu na sɛ abusua nkora sɛ numie wɔ mu a sɛ wonya bɛka sɛ woyɛ Kristo ni a wɔsɛ wɔsesa wɔn yaleɛ ɛtɔ de bi a no kura ne ka den me nuanom yi ohia ni heaven kura ahwɛ wɔn kobi because also beko ohia wo de ohia beko heaven a ɛya na mo mbisa mo ho sɛ adenti na Yesu Kristo bɛka asase mu ɛwɔ Luke chapter 16 verse number 9 wɔse Yesu Kristo na kan yo wɔse mo so mo mprimpa ahonyade na ɛyɛ sika ɛyɛ fie ɛyɛ cars mo mfa bi adamfoɔ na sɛ kodu sɛ ehia mo a wade mo akoda afie enipa wo ti asase wo esu a ɛwɔ sɛ wo pra pomoden a nipa sika because pa pomoden a nipa sika because one pa pomoden na o ma sebi yade bowa even kwa no ohia fo kwa na yare sakura na edin asema me kan say to anamobra Dr. Magashiwo eniema manipa nko heaven ba kunu nie menua no asofo monko bi quotation na mohwem Deuteronomy chapter 15 Deuteronomy okay Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 1 etifi asem say omo nsem fata so mba Nyankopon badwam eye nipa sebi ya pete ne hwewa anase dia ne bema nya adwuma no oni oba ntimi na se nipa ne heaven kwa onko bi enti obi hono ma me kan ni bema wu edin dan so se waye bema but adwuma ne bema ne be no ntimi nye abra se okay Isaiah chapter 62 the verse number 5 was say said the abrante wale ababawa anase ayefro tumi ema ayefro kunu hu se ayefro kunuma ayefro yire hu se peno ewo mpem no saa na me Nyankopon me ho be se peno wo ho entire se wo nipa kran se wonti wo wale kran se wo ni oba no ntimi na wo be ye Nyankopon chiwade enti na obeka Bible no ewo Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 30 was wo beji oba wale obi ni no beda enti asema mpese me kache nipa nyina se yade a eti nipa so yade na etiti wo spiritual problem a eda wa brabo so awo ye hwe enko yi no ebia na obi ena nsa hye because atamfo a Yesu Kristo ba asase we so onyaye womo mutan Yesu nyina no se womo wukura na womo busuafo ho enti wo no se wodi Yesu anam so enye de obenya atamfo openipa boni fom bonsawa ko hye yale achi enti se ebia wo hepatitis B wo pressure wo asthma wo cancer kidney problem a openi bra Dr. Magashiwo ye okuma se mazi makru Famako jom kwa neka se uko police house. Se uwa akra ye wakaswa prison junction. Wamo mwota akra de nyina ne ya pawan kejebri government school mo. Munso mo techima nyina ne techima hensa. Dr. Magashi me pesa mani party asese. Haban mani dubran na nanom de sa ya liye. No mutimi de boa yan be nyini bedu sam pempenso we no. Womu wuya o man fa haban na mfa nko. Enu nti na haban mani dubra ya resa no enu ne etu yare ase eto Nyankopon ma me sunsun mani a sebi se yare se sunsun hye kira oba na betira mani ma behu aho yale edu amene beka ho ati enya magane amagao eta mara gbona mi anwuro obela mi omo yo $1 fudenami ye donye gbogbovo pro dollar amado le oba chikadeli achikema wachikema dwade le wachikema la pai enye na gbemi mebe egbemachi ye okenye wona do spiritual eye wona do physical dware won do magimo amade krola vodwale krola va Dr. Magashiwo enye nya gbon jagbana va Dr. Magashiwo me kache me nuanu anwurafo ne se bi se okan Bible na 1 Samuel chapter 18 the verse number 9 to 10 was it Paul kra was it bra na sebi enipa bi wo ho no Onyankopon humone tisi ne so ma ne solitaire David entitie ni ye se yade bi solitaire wa bra ba asema me ka cho se bra Dr. Magashiwo yade da wa bra bo so enne adane ada aye unko besie wo ye hwenye ye obi on ne be ma dan ni mo junso tentem kwa se obe ma no se wo de junso nko mpatwe amfa mo se fa junso obe ma ne wa adwuma e wo se ye a enti ne e fa o daddy e wo se wo da wodi ne ye fa wo dadi enti obi o da ne be ma nya gbon friend dada je se wo da no ada enti o wo se wo timi di ne fa wo dadi be ma na ebo wanim no wo di ye den Dr. Magashi ya be ma na de bo obi on ma ne be ma ese katrevin aso me ka toni obi a ne be ma swa Bible na kan Ezekiel chapter 23 the verse 20 was mo am be ma susua no mo ma mo yire no makai wo ex a mo be ma se fumponko be ma enti obi ono ne be ma so kra swa ensem kran e ma ne ba Dr. Magashi o mo ka chim se Dr. Magashi ka kire wo mo o mo tin fa enwale yem fa nkoto fie e ma yen koya de so ama mo enti be ma de o mo nyom be ma ho djuma enti de me ka chon se brekumasi maasi makru fa makru jom kwan ka se okọ police house mo amwa akran party mo nyina e kaswa prison junction mo so amwa takrade e ya pawan kejibri government school mo yade na etew so enu nti ene nkrofo kwa wuntimi nka bi no enu na Dr. Magashi me to nsafro se braye ho se obi wo twere na o twa wa ya etumi nko ebra Yesu Kristo ka chom se we de mpaebo na nkonche no no de ehu ahaban ahye ho abra na wo se nke nipetumi epa enu akiri kwan enti wo mo a wo mantimi ehu ahaban no wo de ma wo gidiem enti wo kan Ezekiel chapter 47 the verse 12 say was it mundi de na banfa ahan fansa mo yale ana Revelation 22 the verse 3 say kroni mo ye heavy ho no ye de dua na haban na dibisa manama yale ana 16 ka se kroni chi na dutufo enti aha no masa nkrofo bi to aduro adwuma wo ya obi ntimi nye eke ono nko anka na nko abosom na nko ahwiase ana se wo de yare bi wo de kɔ baabi na wotu anamo bi makɔ ha me yare na anko makɔ ha yare na nko e wo se wo trans na hu se edeba ade na hye akire yade bebre wono ma sunsum hye akire enti de sunsum hye akire no enu ntina Dr. Magashi wo ho Genesis chapter 1 the verse 7 was in Ampaw ma asase ni fifi en habanma ni dubra ebi ase de ne suban sitie ahaban bi suban se ebetu HIV ase ahaban bi suban se ebe ma wani nkosu na so ate obi on ma bo se ni na ase eboda so aye kuntan ase de anansententa wani nkosu so enu na sa anansententa wani so a openi so wa ma wani nkosu no se bi wa ma yare na emfi so anko a uwu Nyankopɔn be bisa se hey media nima wo kwa asase so de yeden e wo se wo make sure so be pre e to de bia Bible no edu ba bia mo ma yen kyere nsem bi mo kyere mo Paul se mitumi ade nyina bi enam Kristo wo hye me dinti won ka se mitumi papa nko ayo otumi ade nyina aye enti so ote won se obi prane bone dwene bone mana ono so ba dwene bone e kyau ka enti so obi hye yale na chi a yenda ni yale ne mani pa no what else can I say? I tell trusting case me dem unu nkra se oba wiase a obekọ bonsam gem se unu hu se oba wiase na se opeso chi se Nyankopon onim sa ha ne mo na ode bae aha na wanu hu se oba wiase no yade na ma unu hu se oba wiase but obi abetena ha no ma ayeyie anya sika se tam wo de ade ntan o ye hiani abra Yesu Kristo kansa nsem o kan nyina no asuafo no kra kọ Acts chapter 2 the verse 44 and 45 no was say suanfo no koka asempa na nkofo gidi ye no wo mu to ma hunyade no ye kwasafode ye kyerima ne so obia ne hia so enti sebi ebia wo de no sebi enye sika na ope but wo de no papom den enti obi nso ono ma sebi de ope sika no efiefo waki se de bia wo nya papom den konkonye sika no enu nti na Dr. Magashi asema mi kanyina ne se wo osa to anamo ne bra ye funyale obi o osa ne ye wona hodo miensa ye wo intumura ye wo gastric ulcer any ye wo peptic ulcer gastric ulcer esophagus ulcer duodenal ulcer hodo miensa ne nyina no se wo ba ye ho a ye bi kan de mfire check wo ne ye hu ulcer ne the type of ulcer preko he how ye mo adu atinto time obi anya stroke oda ho ontumi nsole de o se wanya stroke no pa ye mbokrata ntoso pepes opa oba ne atro challenge metie ma 30 minutes ebe so na wasora na ntia so na kofi de wonye stroke edin Dr. Magashi no enye nipadua na ti ho no but enwuma na me ye no enwuma ne ma dance ne ba etime de me kan eni me kasa ne nyetente mamo no asem pese ma nipa nyina ati ase ne se Dr. Magashi misi nipa bia se bi yare te no so no se nipa na have on kobi because o kan Ezekiel chapter 47 the verse 8 a Nyankopon se nsuo kura to na nsuo ne boro so a ekobo we na akobo we na akoba pu na se pu yale na se pu na nkase mu nkura na se pu yetumi se pu yale a how come say nipadua enti nipa bia de mo apomode hu hia number no eh 0547 044307 0547 044307 ememma no me say ememma no obi ono ma ne bema na eda na nim no opani bema na hwe na anya kitikiti o ana se obema no se nipa wonye wuye na obema wu a bonsam jebie ni ho a echen de wo yiri wo befam di wonye sikara ne bema wu kura no oba na ipene kuna akofa nipa afro wa anima bi won ma men kan cho straight when you very careful a o peska no pe obema no aduro obi ono ma spiritual o sunsuma wale tumi kun bema so oba na was spiritual marriage a spiritual ne betumi kun bema abra wo no se de be ya ensole ma nije ma montem enu nti na Dr. Magashi me to nsa fro se ye wa haban bi wa abehu ye fe na aya sa haban no sometimes abaifo kwa de dwale a wo mo ye nam ye hye etumi wi nipa mo enti wo no adenti na wo no pedro because Ephesians chapter 6 the verse 9 to 10 ho no was munse onyankopon akode nyina na motumi agina da bonim akode ne ye deba de akode no pani eye duro enu no okan wo Numbers chapter 8 the verse 5 was onyankopon ka se che Moses say yi lewe fo ni fi Israel fo na dwira wo mo ho se de dwira wo mo ho ni fa boni nsuo haban na wo de ye boni nsuo fa pete wo mo so adenti no ka se haban de ye boni nsuo enti boni nsuo mpato nye ko bi ne ye de haban na ye enti Dr. Magashi de asema mpese me ka che mo nyina se to anamo ne bra na ma fa we so aka kire me nuanu mo amwo asimfo sufu nyina de me ka che asimfo sufu ne se bana ye ba no ye benya botre a kire wo Mmra no se dia lawyer Ampaw obe kire Mmra no ne ye nsu ya kire mo apomodin a ye di bekoko gina Mmra nim because nipa bia no adia ubetumi adia ehu hia o pe japade o pe ska na se bi wantumi ehu Mmra ne wantumi nya apomodin a opani ubi bia o ye bia be kwa wanhu Mmra na nkasa hu right kwa na obi betumi sisiw enu ntina se nipa bia no se ye ka apomodin a o yale e wonko asem o stroke na ka oto ho a enipa ba besra o bombesra odudu osan ye ba na ye samba be to aso be miensa pra afia mo ba biom wada na adesoa enu ntina wo se wo ma onipa den ho nya number na ye 0547 044307 0547 044307 kaswa ye wo prison junction takrade eya pawan wudu kejebra bi so bia se ko Dr. Magashi wo omo mo tachiman wo de hensa baby Mount Carmel Senior High School on billboard kaklaka siwo kasa ko Dr. Magashi wo mo kumase ha eye so me makru famazi makru kwa na kasa ko Old Police House de me ka kire on say wapomuden anu aduro abetimi ho number ne 0547 044307 0547 044307 omo white infection gonodu nyina to anamo ne bra Dr. Magashi
Doc Magashi nyamishna wo ani duma pa we di ene ode bua Ghana mine asinfo so for ye ba enti no mo ye ready next week ye be sheki system no ebe mamopodin na doc e ba mo be hu say yare mu emu yare ewo sawo ewo ho now mami ye ready na you be look at second part then etwegu and some issues na me nua be ma asan be slime into no me introduce you to the show but the etwegu no ye a report bi about Ghana Statistical Service really report and talking about poverty levels in the various regions and then you mentioned Ashanti region say is one of the regions poverty level no high and then you have people like Vintila often say Australia or Kasa by heart. I use the word that guy talk by heart because Obi Otumi say the American passport the important thing Obia I work Ghana, apart from the presidency. Forgotten said the papa so Ghana. It Kevin Taylor said or the American passport value channel papa. It shows you the kind of person or very irresponsible boy. So to me the American passport papa I need what do I was problem. Kevin your problem. Kevin, I don't think so Kevin normal. Because we're normal. Officer the thing. I can say Ghana had when they say American passports, crano. I don't know American passport no. So will be apart from the presidency. And then so papa in the we are stepped and minus some of us because so what it will fear as all who say there is one thing that is higher than anything. Good name. Good name is better than the what they say, American passport now one. Good name is better than riches. Good name is better than riches. And then no, sa expose na buy no. Me be chama dwen na me guess so are ready na ono so ma bisa na ono so wa che na dwen. Me chama dwen that report na ba no Ghana Secretary Service. Hello. Ghana Secretary Service for. Jama mo nkasa no edwuma na mo ye no mo si muti ase. Ghana Secretary Service. Edwuma na mo ye no. Eko tratra Robert eko frefrem ko kakle bi wo enkwanche ho wi we ka te say Ashanti region na wo fe say na poverty. Yeah. Na Kevin Taylor betrase na Kevin Taylor etu yam pia social media na Ashanti for okomodemo na otufo na the gold no enye gold papa na fake good. Kevin mu ade mumuntie na muntie ni bio. Ashanti region is the richest region in Ghana. The richest region. Mun countries Ghana Secretary Service. That is the forum. Ashanti region is the richest region in Ghana in terms of human resources and the people. Ashanti region is the only region I know. And the whole Nibifi, Honorable Betra. Ashanti region. Ashanti for what are you talking about? Region Upper baby, Jania for Ashanti region. Ashanti region Kratesi dia. Ubedi fufu. Indome, Accra, Tete Ghana cities. What are you talking about? Ashanti region Bibia ye gold. Omona di nya ye sika koko. Apart from that no, omona di nya ye family land. Ashanti region Udia Abrabo baby fifi. Yashira region their soil. Baby at the buying fifi biba. Then no near Ashanti region. Omo culture. As to check all the cultures in Ghana. Ashanti culture is very vulnerable. And now to look at the way they value their culture. Internationally, no, in terms of international circle, kingdom, only kingdom, no, Upompo kingdom, or 2-4, and yet paramount chief, then your onye chief, constitutional, no, 2-4, describe no, title they manifest, or your kingdom. Or I say, order, kingdom, order, info. And you know, Ashanti region, Ashanti region, the people there in the region are lovely. Because Ashanti, bushia, na Ashanti for, hard working. Ashanti for Pedruma, Pedruma. What did I say? In terms of the Sikafo, what I talking about? That's what when I talk about a Sikafo. Who you Ashanti Likwa? What are you talking about? What are people talking about? And Monkaja can be tell at the end what trying wrong bits. Who that can Second service is always true. Second service, you know, who committed the part 5. Now interview no big say comedy, it doesn't reflect the whole. So what Ashanti region pa abe interview Ashanti sir. Edwane busu wa. Ashanti didida. Go de busu. There is everything in Ashanti region. Everything. No mo sika. It's careful and watch intelligence. Don't go there. Me person make share region. I don't want to talk about other regions. Can't region over and say, "Omo be abe can say Ashanti region." It can be tell please what you meet wrong. Now they don't want there. Now Kevin they don't want there. But no money. Another baba. Kevin ye don't want juma. Boy he also saying. They be only boy they be no to the ni esi Asante. And Asante
Asante hene.
You
Manhia.
you.
Na lawyer. Wo dey win me dey. Before I make asana. Me pese me magana for ajo. Ye tie for ya hwefo nyina. Na mesre mo se ensroma bia wo Ghana ha. After COVID year, ewiase ba bia ye den. Wa hwe ye obaka se jama aban na ama Ghana ha ye den ti. Wo de no bekwa akoto aba. Mo be ma oman no adwane nkran ne akoto jem. Bize former president Muhammad Yemadi kan ka chem se mentan no me wo fa no anka be me de wabo ne bra. Na emom ba bia wiase adu sesi ya no ensoroma nyankopon yi ama oman yi eye Dr. Mamudu Bawumia. Na meka saa kosi se me hu se on the 70 no de onyankopon aka no abam ifiri se obia wabaye president na ya to aba atian se anko yiye envie nan ene ne boss wa ka ba bi de 5 months 6 months be kan ho no ya ntumi anya light 1 week kura pan to aso se ene Sunday be kwa kodu the next week Sunday na kan ya da so go fia ha amaso da ema ye to aba editia no na ya papa mahama oda roma ka uwani munyam eye ukotena fie 8 years na die ntia Ghana for to abatia wa ukotena fie no 8 years na ukotena fie no edia na wanya ede bra ne anti e wose yesa to abade ma one ede uba o my we grandpa na just yasam ka dinka we grandpa nya contest because anybody no ba ye no wa be faili and say president mo sika na nya obotom sika o but o tena ho me tena sunu musa o mo am keka ka say Mahama oneska okrom nyina omoboa na ayurefe na eto da bia eye Ghana for binum fi say wo be ko barber shop no enya dwuma yatum wo be ko saloon no na o ma se manitini no o mo di paperboard ehuhu etire na hwese ebetumi awo ebe da na sika bakrom light ni wo be na sika ba hwa cancer minianum creative art for bia o mo ye de okrom ha say o mo be Mahama no minima de grunti o mo yesa Open fine.
Say a car.
Obia to me, I have nothing against them. But today, may set a record no straight. I'm on former President Mahama, creative art business, and Mahama Niguno. Madam Catro, what was a church or mammy, church or a simple. A free 2012 for your Papa Mahama about power as president. Yet, now, Sumusa, anti creative art business are a year movie producers. Music producers, you name it, no, Abdul Salam, no movie for me say, a sumo ya kaniano, Emma Obia wadini sika, why investing sika, creative art. I will draw sika in every hall. Obacono, no more ton CD after one ton pabwa, one the ton, mobile phone accessories. Obacon, one more ton, music, Tisa, Shepherdinum, President Mahama Tamano, Ubia business collapse here. Because 4.5 years, you know, nya Canada. Now, obi the movie, no, ebi jina traffic, you know, your bro say, lawyer, movie be a person. Why? Because utona di kodu fi akanya we ade ko he. Music, you know, Kanye ni waga na ade babo. And the collapse yama 4 years na say business. And to me, I'm pedenumu over 4 years here. Me pa cho on go bankrupt. The reason why creative art business e collapse here no e dum so no a it is am say more support ya Papa Mahama no problem I am on fama say MP before I creative art for bone after COVID no e wi ase nyina ye din nti every sector e affected but minimum ka say e mofra na e wo free education no ene me chere ma de bi munim orphanage homes e wo Ghana ha nyina o mo bedi mu dance na at the right time the videos we abetre mo ya Papa Mahama no time no cancel orphanage homes no kwala ni wie omutumi bo mo wie JHS no a na omo aka na nkola ni nyina gu school mu ho e wo mu ana individual bi eba no so o metime de ba ko ana me nipa akọ secondary school a no omo de ama no omo de ko na omo aka no esu no omo gu osa na nkola ni didi kakra aka no omo nyini kwa but ene na do dankwa ni MP before introduce free education no absorb nkola ni nyina ma ene me no kasa yi orphanage no orphans no bebre ewo nursing training bebre omom ye intelligent no bebre ye medicine ebi nso anya kwa be ye police fo afa de wo matimi aba society no omo eba omo bra omo ye orphans na mom beto aba mama hama na wa betwa free education no mo a enyanka no omo orphanage homes no why na hwe om eya mom sa mo ho mom ye consider sa anyoma we nyina na ye nyai se ye de selfish interest yes mahama oha na sika ben ukoto aba mahama o ma biemu o to aba no ma Dr. Baumia na anya hwe no se da bribia meka no obeba bebu akonta tro 2028 motuma me no weni na maye nti monza to ame so na mahwe se eyampa se wabọ no homoden a mato ano so na se ukotoma mahama ne na ba akusi ono ane ne dem ne mpomati ana ba akusi ya wotuma ne wie no ka no punutumu a wode sobo bebo abandada no mose ni o man ko yie mose abayi abo mose asede but school fo na ohwe wo no omo nko ahoka etimi titiri kuro foforo mo consider we enum nyina ma mu tu ofutu ogu nipa ni me de me gina me na so tirebe yi say free education omo se enye no omo boa former president mama no say o 2 billion Ghana cedis a on fa ngoye free education obi de aba ya afi de o se ye mfa ma wo na wo ye ni ye wa o se enye no yamfa no nto afi Mmra Kevin Taylor so Kevin Taylor ya papa mahama eto de bia no ye me wanwa kakra mabusu afọ na ya musuro se o NDC for wa hwe o baba ya na se ya babu obi koma se enti campaign ni jane ade no ya NDC for atenye nko o campaign no message bi ani ho e ya temdidie campaign na NDC for eye enti me de ameka me ndi pani atam enukre no e na meka wo so betimi atra wadwen hwe ya papa mahama ho ye me wanwa kopem se Kevin Taylor say what they know about power. Na asofo we Ghana ha nyina Kevin Taylor muwam didi asofo yi nyina atem. Maka ebesi na ya papa mahama entimi entu Kevin Taylor for say engasanti asofo efi say e wo say de ani die ma wom. Ahemfo we Ghana ha nyina Kevin Taylor didi wo nyina atem. Maka ya papa mahama entimi ngasanti Kevin Taylor mu oguso ye ama ebesi na me no kasai. Me mfa mani ho ye batomate say media houses are ya papa mahama your official media houses are everyone for the campaign no Kevin Taylor any dikan na just say asante hina tem didie manhia asem didie asante fo tem didie bebrebe yi nti ya papa mahama wanti me ankasa nkire Kevin Taylor ma mo ba kumase edi manhia otumfo ni sabe wo hini nyansani a ewiase nyina edi buo ni animonyama no mo de mo ye ni se no masa bepe vote go kumase ha de a me de sabe me nkasa bebre mo hwe na se ye kan krofo a no mo fi se ebia ye tan obi no obi anta obi a Kevin Taylor di ni pa nyina tema hwan na ekoto abama no ma ode mahama abapawa me ka me se Kevin Taylor nti 2024 election come what may mahama be lose because one eni kwa se obi a ga ote akonwa so na wan wie ni 8 years no na Ghana fo reject no ebi si da ya papa mahama pena ebi ato no as president sitting president ote akonwa so a o man na adwuma anso ni am ya reject no mo kwafa na ba se ede no kotena fi 8 years no wo ye ma Ghana na se ode bra ye ne a nti mo de na ba share kon se by force ento abama no me de me nse obi ase de me kan by force for but sesen asem na hwe woto abama Dr. Baumia odi ayam hihye be ye dwuma fi se politician bi apeso o win election den anim no nti omo nyina be yire omo aye dwuma wotoma mahama omuwa mo na monko na mo yenkohwe atem didi a Kevin Taylor didi santehene wodi didi manhia na NDC for mo ntimi nka ho asem na matena wa so oguso a oye santehene na campaign na ben still nti mo ba ba se akomanhia akoche otumfuo ye bia ma ohene a eto de eden a won ye frɛ no eto de eden Ghana ha ba bia na otumfuo ba mu a na adwobraba na mo opposition yi mo opposition Kevin Taylor wona o papa mahama mo opposition amode otumfuo ni mu ye fom sei na se
ya hwe ye ni ato aba ni ade Kevin Taylor ene ni team no ba power me pa to manhia e de no de beyemo enye manhia nko ahemfo wo Ghana ha nyina me di tape yi a video yi a ye mpanifo be yi a kire mu yi eye point of contact say wo hini bia wo believe us as beta frache wo no manfo mo fata ni monyam no asam sebe ntika
okay no mo omane
akonwa bia wo menhia bia ho nte akonwa bia te se toilet o you hini se bedi anim na musuo Mmra eso ase you se be kansam mampuntu Mmra Abrabo edian hini na yedi ni saa no edian hini na yedi ni saa no wo na wo ma santemai sei otumfo wo na wo se santemai o tom obi o mon kan kire wo asantemai sei na eye wo otumfo na otumfo te wo na yesi sebio wo na nanom o mo baaye no saa nkwase asem we kom so ankende akonwa kase we enkeda ho mo so nsemfo so dodo ye bu akonwa nim tia na ye so nyoma so otumfo you have limited power. You have limited power. Asante is nothing. See, 2 million Asante biem. 2 million ni menshia biem. Me say nyumbe me no kase ko omo to onum wi ekufo de bonano one a Greek minister. Ai, otumfo gesa omonko omguo. Yenko enim wedwa ka be metwa dwan, metwa dragon. Akonwa bia wo menshia bia ho nte. Akonwa bia te se toilet. O you hini se be di enim na musuo Mmra eso ase you se be kansam mampuntu Mmra Abrabo. Edian hine na yedi ni saa no edian
so very sad. You see we then I walk so
me say omampani dada mahama otumfo ye bia ma no otumfo wa ye bia ma president bia ni wa wo betimi a skip manhia wini election abatna Ghana akonya kase so danti mi hunu say mahama ondimi wini say de omo adwen no. I am telling you, President Bieni wa Ghana ha ubetimi abedi hine se mampani na wo nkrofo ebu manhia ni mutie sei bibia asante hine na enso wontumi skip asante
okasa on the left
yes sorting some oka
omushi
enso ya ka besi ne ya papa Mahama ntimi ma emeyi ano se ebia de Kevin Taylor asante I inform the bia
omo try na kakra
ebia emfa me ho
omo try na ka
hwe woni ma Apia stadium Apia stadium ye ya wo se wo so manhia no wo de eya me throw challenge ama empanifo bi se mu betumi a Apia stadium no so manhia no wo yo trofo wo ye agent atem didie we ya mo hwe no TV so no ene de aka dodo no a edoso yentimi nyina no a Kevin Taylor disante hina temo a na wasane ebi wa Apia stadium for no odigina manhia ho wase me se manhia na wadawroma ni nyina eyetro
so hypocrites
Apia stadium me ya campaign say ya papa Mahama san ba emwa na me nidi na temumpo Apia stadium metimi afa telephone afra me say o mane adenti na wokọ ka Mahama sem na wo hene no a wani munyam no aka bintela de nani mutwitwi fom no de wontumi nka ho hwe ma wo so na ogina manhia Apia stadium ba manhia mo pam no na oye Kevin Taylor ne correspondent ni bia o obra ye sane no na wabie no wo hwe mo pam nyini phone na mo hwe so say atendidi a mo hwe ebi ni Apia stadium ni phone so ohwe na wa ma Kevin Taylor thumbs up awura na mo ye ne de me to se si ya no manya aka me cancel sa akosisi ebeto aba no se Ghana fo antie me no mkoto aba mama hama
e ba mo ye be mistake
na minim se sa mistake no emma ahokyere na aba wiase no enye Ghana nko a entima mu ntie na mo hwe ania nso ade ewei na obi asabeta fracha wo so opposition mpo ene otimi di man
when was say obe minister of information
oh no hey enti me
otufu ehu
I rest my case my jade amount
me da say na we shira na mana champion when they say wa ba chire na adwen na wa ba yehu say ehu hia pa say asante man fa wadwen ye ka asante man nya asante regional asante ye dom asante eye oman nti wo wonchi na asa u ka asante man wa adwen fa wadwen wo Cape Coast wo say west regional ka asante man fa wadwen in California move from one we nim gamanche kra ne downful ne Otumfo.
Nano gama je bro go Otumfo ko ho ne fe.
Utumi disrespect Otumfo na uwie ebe expect say the people of Ashanti ebe to am out. Now gas now won be Minister of Information. Nyame mpegu intermediate me gidi who say amane ade ba kwa ungun ni say Asante edi munihwe ade o. Who say omo nkasa bebre na ade akoma hu ni ba betra Asante we jire me say sabi emu no ho omo kosa wo mutim enti no come December 2024 no they will show mama where Asante power lies.
Asante ni bia babasi akora otimi baboso e defend ne manfo e defend your culture. Said na wo kan no look at the culture Asante.
Na they me say Kevin Taylor kwa kiti ni papa ontumi kasa che ne papa say o.
Da bi na me say
na wo papa ahini a wo di.
Say obi timi di Asante hena tem say na at the end of the day no ono eno ye one key media person only di Mahama campaign.
Communication director.
Adentina ye papa Mahama.
Say otu Sami Jefio.
Say the aka nyina me to an nkrofo ofre me ni ko hwe na NDC fo wa hwe omo beku wo no obi
a bebe mo suro.
Me na mo
sa tutu asem no
mfa to na kamia obi anim say yamoa.
Debi obi
maso sa because
obi
nkrofo atem didie mo nkrofo yi mo campaign ye fa no atem didie ni mpo atwa campaign. Mo mfa message Mmra we yi ayete yi. Obekọ social media na atem didie nkwa but me kire madwen say anya biribia no ahokyere ba wiase nyina achi no Ghana ha ahiafo ma wo maame no papa no mawu sebe engurasefo a wo mu ni bie wo mu nyina nya opportunity edi go school obi aba osi aba wo ye disika aba wo enso ba osi wo ye disika enso mo amo se aba MPP aba ye disika na mo grofo bi nso da bia ye tibi ekọ to ebinim kura timi ko jeli deje se sika sam no mo ntimi mfa eno enye yastic enkasa nkyere Ghana fo se ye nto abama emamona o mampani dada Ghana fo na adwuma so ni creative art me se Mahama na egu no mo zora no mo ye dede creative art fo mo ye dede no from 2012 ebesi 2016 ye to aba ya papa Mahama fire konwa so no creative art business ben it me flourish ye kan ye ni hunti egu ye obi ayi ni sika firim enso na mo ye dede ye na mo kasa obi a wo kwan so support the party but atem didie no doso de Kevin Taylor eyi kwa na beba bedi ade e wo Ghana ha na wan fa manhia e betimi aba so nti makato se ya papa Mahama ne maye no emfa
eden nyase na bibia wo bia no ene mana baba musam chene adwen idika aka about friend say lawyer Martin Pebu attorney general on resign ochina justice Kulukulindi resign china ye fa respect in my judiciary no judge not otidwemu no on na sam na wonanim ye allow no na onye de dwuma efe nso no MPP running mate no ya me adoma come what pay we pay we mpo ba omia bechusu ochusu ade bechusu so ye beje na tum efe nso no ya che ya dwen se untumi mfa menhia enim enye form ndidi menhia tem rough unto sebe na obiwia abepe Ashanti vote enye yi
emaso
na pacho ipawadwen we say offenders u donation akoye yi uli di ba omia koye donation ema wakasa unia musician na hu se mebre so na ekwezi se wadwen say
lawyer
you
me srawo hwe
you
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia medinachi ema ye kampa me kasa bibrebe ye mabusuafo kura senka hu wo musuro yi enye ne boni mu creative art person ye legend ya usapon
you
eda baby ja ya rehwe ayi nyina yenim md Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cheba Asante na ma nyina sutrim yanko hwe no asam grama ye bone nti emwa na ekoko ye adoye de ma ya usapon no anka efe
eno ano
na emom ensem ne si ye no ante na aye bone me se ya na me kama sem ante na ekwan ya ofa so triti ya papa ya usapon issue no anano no sese ne de ye journalism adwuma de a enenka enwu hia se obi ko school so de baba ye journalist I'm telling you ekwan ante na afa so pa gu ya sapon animu ase no just for the hype of it social media when you hype mo YouTube ni ade enko obenya musika na Abrabo ya osapon abo no I'm not saying say ya sapon oboro Mmra so oye bibi na dika mo nka na se si ya me question ni say ante na ya osapon wa ye den a nanim guase the whole world Abrabo ya osapon abo no ya osapon no onye nipa keke o enhira wa ye ni impact wa make you Ghana ha no na oyare da kete so ye de ne yire empo na se bibi ha no na wa ba sabe ne yire no e na amo no modern a wo na wo ye journalist na wo te wo programs na wo solve growth problems no is that the way you should solve this matter ya osapon amania na yire be ye watama kosi TV so nti oba ya na abo na mania se maame o ma me kasa ya osapon ahwe ne ba wa ma me ba mania se ya osapon waje bibi wa me de okeke kan de e ya ware asem so e kokko to kurampo a yetimi kokka behind closed doors
nipa so yare
na nipa no yare da hona antina was still pushing say sabi on yare for no be kasa for the sake of on the program antina no media mani insanu but adia wa ye enura yia dia say ya sapon na busua no de hey me da nam ka say the program no sabi asofo ne counselors and lawyers wo so it will be antumi ontunu say no and someone you han ya sapon ko wi asika and some ya sapon ko ton cocaine ya sapon ko ye dwiri mo ba bia asam na ato no no yare nti obi de na sem aba mo ntwan ko sisa nka mo bete ono ankasa no asem tiwa ene ya sapon na nte enye ne ene ante na o program nti waguwo mu nyina ani mu aso wa makwan enti enkomo na wonu om die no nti untime nsoma won krofo no ma one ya sapon wo fa no ko kasa ya sapon ire no na busuafo nu obetima nti asem bia na deba TV so na wabia tum na magu nipa ni mu aso obrempon sei ante na but I am sure say onu akasa sabre wonu no but eya mamuma enipa anim guase anyem efesa se kuma se adai obi anim guase a yenye ntane ngu nanim ase na obi da forma yensere no se ya sapon na da ho no munim se de course no ebetim kram na lusu ne nkwa ya sapon wa yeden wa bobra impact wa make no enipa betim make such an impact no e wo society mu na no so na man consider na man fa mo programs ne mo airtime amowo no am protect mo ankasa mo japade te say ya sapon o ye hero ya sapon o ye angel but ene ante na wada roma se wo hu se de esiko atani ekum nipa me ye so se kabade sa nka wonte ase tumu fa we ntumu hofo na enkrofo anim guase no so obi anim guase na wunya wo social media hype anase wunya whatever you think you can have na no nche se wie ya no cancel my way
that's it ene na Abrabo Nsem e de bi wie I think say ya bobo ni amas bebre so na main pipe ni say bibia wo bia no kai na hu say ye do Abrabo treble so aka less than 6 months na ekoto aba obi biara ni ahwe yi na obi biara make sure say obi di Mmra so na time no so obi bia nkoto aba papa na e ba ko say we trauma doctor ba omia on our policies and programs on the future of Ghana yes na if you know the program ni campaign you know devoid of insults and all chair na dream all chair the between my Ghana for na me pa boni say na me mbo hu ban na on hwe wo so on na on share with the finu fiba so say na be ya hu ban sem na nyame ya dom so a 7 December no wato abapa a retain Dr. Baumia nyame hira wo obi a mo obi a that's it.